Will match up with Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Squeeze, double.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 30. Up of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back.
In his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Halfway.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
57's Mike 57. Let's go, D.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Steps away. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Sir, yes, sir.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice that fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better. Scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left.
I can't believe you've done this.
Inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 53 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. This is Ingram. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be in great shape. Room here to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Now this time he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Buddy up. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic.
On first and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
48's mic. 48's mic. Here we go. Here we go. 48's the mic.
Now Jackson throwing again. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On third down, Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Set, right.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these.
This situation, either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there. Return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the...
There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 67 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ingram. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 62 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Returnable for Thomas. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to his left.
He's gonna go for it all.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, and to this game yourself.
1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. Nowhere to go that time. He
Died, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Ravens have got it. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Check.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
Letting one go deep for Roberts.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
What the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. from the gun. Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All time here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon. Knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Ingram again. They find some open field here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT.